what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another MultiVersus video. What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to be filming a video for Jake, another character in MultiVersus. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is basically just going to be me playing MultiVersus until I get too mad to continue. MultiVersus just received its biggest update in the history of the game. Season 1 of MultiVersus was just released a few hours ago. Yo, what's going on YouTube? The biggest update in MultiVersus history just released today. Great news, Rick is here. Alright, what is going on YouTube? What's going on everybody? Welcome back to another MultiVersus video. Hello MultiVersus YouTube. Welcome back to another video. This is Ranked. Today we have the biggest video I've made in the past, I don't know, a long time. What's going on guys? Welcome back to another MultiVersus video. I want this game to thrive. I have a lot of love and passion for this game, but some things are gonna need to change. Hey guys, it's been a minute. What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another MultiVersus video. Today I want to make this video to kind of talk about MultiVersus because it was announced today that it's shutting down. I'll get into that in a second. But this video is kind of meant to give closure to the community and closure to this channel and this chapter of the channel. I definitely wasn't like the biggest MultiVersus creator, but I built up a large community that was literally off the back of MultiVersus. Like that was the only content I made. I daily uploaded MultiVersus 121 videos. So I was very invested in this game. I had a lot of passion and love for this game, as I know a lot of you guys did, and chances are if you click this video you kind of shared at least some of that passion for the game. And it looks like things are taking a big change. I really didn't expect this. So MultiVersus tweeted this today. They said, MVPs, thank you for the support during open beta. The feedback and inspiration has been amazing. Open beta will close on June 25th as we prepare for full launch in early 2024. MultiVersus will be back better than ever with new content, features, modes, and more when we return. This is kind of interesting. I think that this is the best route they can take right now, even though it is a little bit disappointing that it's come to this point. If you've been keeping up with MultiVersus from the start, you'll know all of this, but for those of you that were just kind of lightly invested, here's a very quick rundown of what happened with the game. Basically, the game launched and things were looking amazing. MultiVersus had over 150,000 players at the same time when the game dropped. Obviously, a game can't be expected to hold the same numbers from launch, but things were looking great. We were getting pretty frequent updates with new content. People were very active on Twitter. The game devs and like people in positions of power were very active within the community and talking about it constantly. I personally really appreciated the devs of this game specifically, and more specifically than that, Tony, because he was constantly tweeting about the game, talking about it. It looked like a very thriving community, but over time the updates just kind of dwindled out and got slower and slower and less frequent, and the tweets with updates got less frequent. The game continued to lose players. As you can see, in August is kind of when this downfall started, and going from just July 31st to August 31st, the game lost a huge amount of players. And from there, we've just kind of been on this downward spiral forever until now, when we're pretty consistently sitting at under 1,000 players. There's a lot of different factors that contributed to this, and I'm not going to talk about each individual one today, but overall, just a lot of community frustration, the lack of content, lack of communication, and we just kind of felt like things were being promised that never really got delivered. I made a lot of videos talking about like how to save MultiVersus, how to fix MultiVersus, these things need to happen in MultiVersus, but about 4 months ago, the game hit kind of its worst phase yet. We went from having infrequent updates to just nothing. The devs originally promised a new character every 2 weeks. I said from the beginning that I didn't think this was sustainable, and I guess that was kind of proven right with what happened after Marvin. I made this video the day that Marvin released. I do same day uploads every time there was an update for the game. This was November 21st. So what? December, January, February, March. So it has been 4 months since Marvin. He was the last character added to the game. So we went from getting a character every 2 weeks to going 16 weeks without a character. Along with that, to my knowledge, the only decently sized updates that came out was Ranked and the Winter update, and even then both of those updates were just decent at best. So that's when the game really kind of flattened. It felt like the devs had kind of given up on the game because we just got nothing, and apparently now they have, at least in the meantime. At this stage, I do think this was the best decision for the game because the game tanked in players and popularity and relevancy. The community buzz about the game was gone. Even if the devs started to bring back characters every 2 weeks, started to update the game, it would have been hard to regain that momentum that they had in the beginning. The game started with a very small dev team, to my understanding and knowledge, and just couldn't really keep up with the demand. So I think this is the correct decision. They've seen that there is a massive appeal of this game for a lot of people. There's a big demand for it. So it's good that they're taking it offline offline and then taking a long time where nobody's looking at it to just grind it out and pay really close attention to it, run a lot of tests, update a lot of things. And I'm really hoping that in 2024, this game relaunches and gets all of that hype back and more. When that happens, I will be making videos on it. I really fell in love with the game, but I haven't even launched the game in the past few months because there just hasn't really been any reason to. I have a lot of amazing memories on this game, and I built this entire channel off of this game, and I will forever be grateful to the MultiVersus community for that, and to MultiVersus and the people that made MultiVersus, because I really enjoyed my time creating content for this game. I'm disappointed that this is where we ended up because I feel like me, along with a ton of other people, were very vocal, and like I feel like we made the wants very clear, and I know that it's not as easy as just snapping your fingers and making everything that people want happen, but I feel like there was just so many core things in the game that just never got addressed or added or updated or fixed. Like, for example, if you were to ask people in the community what's the biggest thing that killed MultiVersus during that month when we lost like 80% of our players, the answer for basically everybody would be servers. The servers of this game were borderline unplayable. A lot of the times on bad days, it was literally unplayable, and it stayed like that for months. Again, I'm not a developer. I don't know what it takes behind the scenes, but things like servers being stable are kind of just expected from games nowadays. That's not something that the community should even have to ask for. And I know that sounds like really privileged to say that coming from a small gaming company that's trying to build this game from the ground up. And I can hear it, like I'm self-aware of it, but at the same time, all of those players leaving was justified. I see a lot of people on Twitter that are still like really diehard fans of MultiVersus trying to just defend every decision that was made and defend the servers and defend the lack of updates. And I get it, and I'm super passionate about the game too, and I love the team that's behind it. But you have to point out the faults in the game, especially since now the game is going back for a full launch in 2024, and there won't be a third chance. So this is going to be it for the game. Again, I am extremely hopeful that the game launches and gets everything back that it had and more. And I really believe that it's very achievable because the concept of the game is so unique and fun, and there's just so much replayability in the game. But it is disappointing to see the fluke the first time around. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to update you guys about MultiVersus. The game is completely shutting down in June 25th. The only things you'll be able to do is the practice range against bots and local play, and it will stay that way until early 2024, which really doesn't mean early 2024. At best, we'll probably have late 2024. And this isn't just based on MultiVersus track record, even though when they've promised updates, they haven't come out for months and months after that. But this is just gaming in general. When things get promised at a certain time, they don't ever come out on that time. I mean, look at GTA 6. So yeah, I wouldn't expect MultiVersus anytime soon, but there is a future for the game, and I will be here patiently waiting. I want to use the last part of this video to kind of talk about my personal channel and what happened with me and why I disappeared, because I do kind of feel guilty about it, because I feel like I had some sort of weight in the community where, to the point where I had kind of a responsibility of trying to keep the game alive to the best of my ability. I think that content creators have a massive impact on the game's popularity. A game like Fortnite wouldn't be half of what it is today if people weren't constantly pumping out videos and keeping the hype for the game. The developers create the product, but content creators kind of advertise that product, and I kind of feel bad about the fact that I daily uploaded for like 120 videos and then just stopped. Honestly, there was just a lot of things happening in my personal life. I'm moving out in 2 months. I graduate high school in about a month and a half, and then I'm moving out and going full time a couple weeks after that. For those of you that don't know, this is not my only source of content creation. I have a main YouTube channel that you can go check out with the link in the description. Subtle plug. I also have a Twitch channel and a TikTok page, so if you guys want to go follow those are like my main content platforms. This MultiVersus account on YouTube was originally just a side product, but then it kind of took over my life for a few months because I was just so obsessed with the game and growing within my community in the game, and I was super invested in it. But I kind of just hit my wall because it's hard to daily upload a game that doesn't ever get any new content. I ran out of ideas over like the last 2 months that I was making videos, and I was just kind of running on fumes, you know. I couldn't really make new content about the game because there wasn't new content about the game. I kind of found myself making videos that I felt like were filler, and I would be like, for 2 weeks straight, I'd be like, oh, this video is just a filler, but I'm gonna make it to keep the upload streak or whatever. And I don't want to put out content that I'm not proud of. It was a money sink because I'm paying an editor for all of these videos. It was a time sink because I'm still in school, so I would come home and spend multiple hours filming these videos, and then I wouldn't really have any time left to do anything else. And I just put a lot of energy into the game that I felt like I needed to be putting in other places because, like I said, I'm moving out soon and I needed to be financially preparing myself for that. So that's where I've been at. I've still been active on my other pages. I've been less active than I want to be, but I'm still, you know, I'm still there. I'm still posting. I'm still updating people. So you can go follow all those accounts if you care about me as a creator. And if you're just here for the MultiVersus, like I said, I'll be back when the game fully launches. Until then, this channel might be a little bit of a dead zone. I'm planning to bring this channel back when I move and make it more of a gaming channel in general rather than just MultiVersus, but who knows what's gonna happen, you know? But yeah, everybody in the MultiVersus community, I really love you guys. If you stayed to the end of this video, that means so much to me that you would still support me and care enough about me even after I've been gone for so long. This video was very random. I honestly didn't plan on making any kind of video, but I saw this tweet today and I just kind of wanted to make a conclusion video to this MultiVersus arc that happened on my channel. But yeah, I appreciate you guys more than you will ever know. Thank you so much for making those 4 months of my life so fun, because like I said, I was so passionate about this game and it felt really good to have a passion project like this again. To the MultiVersus dev team, if anybody, you know, is watching this video, I really hope you guys kill it. I will be here supporting when the game drops, and I'll be making content on the game. I really do love the game. And yeah, I'll see you all when I see you. Peace out, guys.